So it's week 13. This is my check-in. I had to take some notes because you get to a certain point where it's like, for instance, the doctor asked me, is she doing better? Are you really noticing? And it's like, well, I think she might be doing better, but because of, and if you've watched the last things, the kind of gaslighting, of course, there's no memory thread of what's just occurred, no process memory, no learning. It's hard to say, yeah, she's doing better, she's not doing better. So I took a couple of notes from this past week just to make sure that I touched on a couple of items. Now, one of the other things that didn't happen to us, happened to one of my friends. Her mother, she found out, she has her mother's in a facility that is taking care of her. Her mom wasn't getting showers, and that upset her, rightfully so. And that puts you in mind of all of the challenges that caregivers, not just family caregivers in that facility are going through. I'm seeing ads from large corporations that specialize in caregiving for people to apply. So there is a shortage of caregivers. That puts strain and stress on the system, puts strain and stress on the patient, puts strain and stress on the family, and it's really dire what is happening. Just the loss of income that I am experiencing so that I can stay home and take care of my mother in a way that I know she needs to be taken care of. It is a strain. So that aside, let's look at my notes. Oh, playing the sorting game with her. She had a whole bunch of sewing stuff that we had shipped to my house since she's now living here and this is her home now. And she enjoyed that. She enjoyed going through all of the sewing stuff that had been all jumbled together in Ziploc bags to quickly get it moved here and sort between tools and thread and pins. So I am going to be looking for some additional sorting activities. Anything that I don't have to pay for, right? I don't want to buy a sorting game. I want her to be able to sort things she's familiar with and feels like she is being useful. That is one of her great expressed needs, is to feel useful. During that sorting game, she kept saying, this isn't mine. It's got to be yours. It's like, no, this is definitely yours. We did a visit, and she did really well and really enjoyed visiting one of my husband's aunts. And the aunt is very familiar with memory care and just was a lovely hostess for us. And that was a great break. And so, and I had a little awareness moment. They don't happen very often, but, and I realized, as I'm experiencing and learning, I'm making changes. Change is hard. I'm not a spring chicken. And so changing my ways in my house, it's a challenge. And I have made some very positive changes in how to best care for my mom and handle some of these emotional roller coaster things, and I'm quite proud of it. Now, doesn't mean I handle everything perfectly, of course. It is a long process to manage and make changes, especially when everything's changing and everything's moving. This particular disease doesn't give you as much consistency as you'd like. There's a lot of times you can't foresee how the person is going to react, what they'll remember, what they prefer, and how they'll respond if something doesn't go the way that they do prefer it. So it is not for the weak-hearted. It's not for the stubborn. I mean, you want to be persistent, but you don't want to be stubborn. So it's that nice balance of I'm willing to learn, I'm willing to change within appropriate boundaries. And that's my update for this week. I hope you're doing well, and I hope that you are enjoying your life.